We're counting down to the debate where President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump will face off once again. But it's also the return of Trump to Fulton County, where he faces charges for trying to overturn the 2020 election.
In the city of Atlanta, he's been to the Fulton County jail to get fingerprinted and to get a mugshot, and he still has to stand trial. I want Atlantans to absorb and to remember that and go to the polls like they've never gone before.
The Biden campaign is working overtime to paint Trump's return as a convicted felon since a jury found him guilty in his New York hush money trial. That decision was demonstrated during a press conference showcasing Atlanta's black small businesses.
You have a choice between someone of poor moral character who lacks the integrity and the moral compass to lead the nation, who raised a mob that attacked the U.S. Capitol as he sought to cling to power, and President Biden, who has a clear moral compass and leads with dignity and integrity.
After the event, Demetrius Dixon, herself a small business owner and hairstylist, gave her opinion on Trump's indictments.
They should be hard on him like they're hard on the other convicted felons.
Hours later, we spoke to a lifelong Democrat turned Trump supporter.
He's just coming to stand his ground.
At the opening of a Trump campaign office for DeKalb and Fulton counties.
Hey man, they just brought in President Trump, mugshot and everything. It was the most egregious thing I've ever known to happen to a president. It really put us in a different mindset when we saw that as Black Americans.
Fellow Georgia educator Gloria Barker is welcoming Trump back.
And I don't think the election was fair. There's been proven facts that many of the votes were not correctly counted. And I think we back him because of that. The indictments and all these charges against him, I think it's a setup.
And in Washington, D.C., we caught up with Georgia Representative Barry Loudermilk, who agreed Trump's cases had created sympathy towards him.
Voters are leaning toward Trump. A lot are seeing, look, this has all been a witch hunt. It's gone overboard now. It's one thing to prosecute him in the press, but now they're taking legal action. And people are saying if they can do this to a former president, they can surely do it to us. Back
in the Peach State, Donald Trump's team filed a new appeal, demanding Fani Willis be removed from the Georgia case due to her relationship with prosecutor Nathan Wade. Georgia State Representative Esther Panich, a Democrat and former criminal defense lawyer, said even if Willis were removed, the case isn't over.
So if Fani Willis is recused, if her office is recused, the case isn't done in that it would be dismissed. It would be reassigned to another prosecutor, and we would see if any take him up.
Panich did dismiss the drama between Willis and Wade as an embarrassment.
I don't think anybody is overjoyed by how it went down. As a woman, we're all kind of like, ugh, our ex. He's causing problems again. It's a bad, cringy look. Ex-boyfriends on TV talking about our sex life. And the more he talks, the more our judgment is, we're questioning his judgment, and then we're questioning Fani's judgment. So it's not a good look.
Attorney Robert Patillo, who unsuccessfully ran against Judge McAfee this past spring, defended Willis.
There seems to be a national trend of when Black women get into positions of power, the entire white supremacist power structure coming down upon them in order to try to either discredit them or throw them out of office, because for some reason that's a jump that many people aren't ready to take. And I think this is why we saw the balkanization around Fani Willis.
Due to the drama around the case, it will not go to trial until after the election. So we'll see how much it influences people at the polls this November. From Atlanta, Georgia, I'm Amy DeLaura for Washington Examiner.